Hi everyone, welcome to Kalyani Jayalath Fashion Kingdom. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sari blouse without block. So let's start. I'm marking my shoulder line, which is 4.5, and from below 1/4 inch, and width of the neckline 2.75, and I'm marking my shoulder line. And then you can continue with drawing the armhole. I put 4 inches below, then I'm marking my armhole. Put 1 inch from that corner, get the French curve and get the shape of the armhole. The deep of the neckline is 9 inches. So length of the blouse is 13. I'm marking my waistline. Waistline is 6 inches without seam allowance. Now I'm marking my seam allowance 1.5. For the armhole 1/2 inch. For shoulder also 1/2 inch. For the neckline is 1/4 inch. Also for the bottom of the sari jacket also 1/2 inch. So we already done our back side. Now you can cut it off. You have to make sure around the arm is 6.5 because around the arm is 13, so 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So you put some cut marks. It will help you to stitch straight line. So now I'm going to show you how to do the front. So this is continue to part 1, and same measurement I'm using for this sari blouse. First one I show you, first clip I show you how to cut the blocks, but this is I'm doing straight onto the fabric. So let's start. This is my shoulder line. Before that I'm going to mark 1 inch for the open seam. It will help you to understand quite clearly. So this is my shoulder 4.5, width of the neck 2.75, deep of the neck 7 inches. So I'm doing U-shaped neckline, but you can do any shape you like. This is my armhole 4 inches. Before that I get the 1/4 inch down and get the shape of the shoulder. The armhole you take from that corner 0.75, which is 3/4 inch. So you take the French corner, or you use a freehand to get the shape of the armhole. Then under the bra is a 13 inches, but I'm taking here straight 13 and a half, and I'm marking the 2 lines. You can mark 13 and then later on you can add seam allowance, that's not a problem. So this is between darts 7 inches divided by 2, 3.75, and from shoulder to up to nipple is 10 inches, so I'm marking 10 inches. Then I'm continue my darts. From each side we need 1.5. Then I'm going to keep a 2 inches space for the both side of my main dart. Draw the straight line. Continue this darts later on. Till that I'm going to mark my waistline, which is 9.5. Now I'm continue the armhole line and waistline, and continue with the marking the darts for the side seam and open seam, 1 inch both sides. And then 1.5 for the seam allowance. To get the shape of the bra cut, I'm putting 1.5 for the both side seam and open seam under the bra cut measurement, and I'm putting seam allowance 1/2 inch for around the arm and 1/2 inch for shoulder, 1/4 inch for the neckline. Then I'm taking 1/4 inch just slightly to continue with the open seam, 1/2 inch under the bra. Then I have to make sure I got the right length for my front 15. So this is 15 from shoulder to, I except that 1/2 inch I add for the shoulder, I got the 15 inch, so I'm making sure got 15. Now from that side seam I put 1/4 inch towards to the side seam, because when you make darts you have to make a little bit angle shape, it will come nice and neat. That's why I put 1/4 inch. You can see like a tiny triangle. So around the arm is 6.5. Yeah, it's all done. Now I have to show you how to make that yoke properly. Remember, we had to get rid of that 3 inches from the dart. So I'm doing the unfold because we need to have some thickness for the Sari blouse. You can add seam, the interfacing later on. So, but when you cut the yoke, you always make sure to cut on fold. So from this, I'm going to get rid of 3 inches. I will show you how to get rid of. You fold this dart and put one pin, and then you put that yoke. See, you can see if you use as it is, it's orchid shape. Now look, it's not right. So you put that underneath. Then now you make sure from the shoulder to bottom you have a 15 inches. I'm just putting few pins. Leave that half inch for shoulder which we have taken and mark already. So from there 15 we have to make sure. See, it's 15. Then after I take the exactly 15, you continue to draw that line. Then you put the seam allowance half inch for yoke and get rid of that awkward shape which we don't need. And also it's quite long, so we get rid of that 3 inches. Remember, we don't need the 3 inches because we already put the dart. I put pin for temporarily. See, you can see it's quite nice. So you have to make sure this is the open seam side, that is for the side seam. Don't mess up. We cut same thing for other side. Now I'm going to show you how to mark the dart for the other side. You put some cut mark first. Here little mistake happened and I just wiped the chalk, so I got the right place for my dart. So now you know the both side where the dart should be done. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the sleeve. For that, remember the around the arm is 13. I minus 1 inch. So I took the fabric 12 inches. Then from the middle, I took 4.5, and length of the Sari blouse sleeve is 10.5. So I marked that. Now I'm going to divide this 6.5 into 4 and get 1/2 inch from the top and 1/4 inch below. This is for the back side of the sleeve, and 1.5 for the side seam for the sleeve and 1/2 inch below. It's very easy to cut the sleeve, it's not difficult at all. Then you turn this sleeve other side and get rid of another 1/4 inch for the front, because front and back side sleeve is not same, because as a woman we got the bust line, so we got volume. So when we put the sleeve, you have already we had dart for our Sari blouse. To get the shape, nice shape, we had to get rid of that extra 1/4 inch. So for the front 1/2 inch actually, for the back side 1/4 inch, for the just below, and top